All right, I'm gonna address it real quick. The reason why there was no video yesterday is because my phone will not transfer the video to my computer. My computer keeps saying retry error, so I'm gonna try to get it up on my MacBook, try to get it over there. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm believe me, he's more mad than me that I missed a day. But hello, welcome back to my 90 days of lessons for me, to you. And today's lesson is do the things that you don't like. What do I mean by this? Doing the things that you don't like early on, especially, dude, it lifts so much stress off your shoulders, man. Like there's so many times I've procrastinated and just pushed back, not, like just tasks and things that I know that are, super easy and they're good to get out the way, and they may even help me along the way, to live a better life if I just get them done early out the way. Like for example, like studying, dude. Like there's no reason why, like back in college, there was no reason why I need to be waiting like a week or two before the exam to start studying, bro. Like, just study as you go, study along. Like as the notes are being given to you, go home. Maybe you got today's notes, study yesterday's notes, and keep that cycle going so that when the exam does come up, bro, like it's so much easier for you. You don't have to do all this cramming like I did, dude. I was cramming during college, and looking back, if I had actually, not to say that I didn't take college seriously, because I did to some extent, but if I had been more locked in to give it, yeah, if I was more locked in is what I'd say, and spent my time more wisely, because there's a lot of downtime that I had that I did absolutely nothing with it, bro. I'm talking like I'd lay in my bed, just chill, watch TikTok, or maybe hop on a game or something, or I'd go out with friends. And that time, I could have spent like 30 minutes to an hour out of that time studying that day's notes and kind of getting a grasp on what is, difficult to me and what is not. And it's something that I don't say I regret it, but looking back, if I was more mature to what I am now, and even now I still do it because, I'm not perfect. I'm still human. Like I said, with the video, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of procrastinated that because yesterday I went to work, I came home, I was like, I knew I was going to the gym after work, but I got out work at 10. Usually it's an hour and a half, but turns out there's some people there in the gym that I knew, and we got to chopping it up. 12 o'clock came around. Finally, I pull into the house. I'm like, all right, you know what? It's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna try to get this video up right now. Connected to my PC, it's like, oh, you're allowed to do it, but it won't do it. It's like it's retrying. It just infinitely loads, and it's just like, if that was, not to say it's something I didn't want to do, but it's a task I could have gotten out of the way, because editing these videos is not crazy. Like it's not a crazy thing, and I really need to hone in on the fact that yes, dude, this is something I want to do, and I need to take it more seriously. Yeah, just doing the things that you want to get out the way early, dude. And it's just a sign of maturing as a man, bro. Like as a man, you're gonna do so many things that well, not even just as a man, as an adult, to be honest with you, because I don't like to. There's definitely things that are unique to men and women. There's experiences there. There's always an overlap in terms of the emotional experience you go through, but there are unique things for a man and a woman. But I like to think of everybody as a person. Like we're just people. So yeah, as an adult, there's gonna be a lot of things in life you don't want to do, whether it's for yourself, for your kids, if you do choose to have kids, for your significant others, if you have a significant other, if you have a pet, there's gonna be a lot of things. Even for you, just your job, for your dreams, the things that you want to do, there's gonna be things in those that you don't want to do. Dude, I'll admit I love recording and all that stuff, but there's days I don't feel like it, bro. There's days I don't feel like it. I like editing my videos because I like to see the product come to life. There's days I do not like editing. I think my least favorite part about the process of making a YouTube video is like the actual uploading part. And it's the easiest part too. Like writing up that description, it's so monotonous. Making that thumbnail, it's just, it's just a little bit, I'm like, I'd rather not do this, but I know that to get to the things that I want to do, I need to do those things, and doing the things that you don't want to do, bro, it oftentimes leads to a better quality of life. If all you're doing throughout your life are the things that you want to do, you face no challenges in your life. You face no walls that you need to overcome in your life. I do not like working for other people. That is something that I have noticed about myself recently. Like in terms of, if I'm at a job, right? There's only one job I've truly enjoyed. Maybe two. There's one job I've truly enjoyed, and it's because it was during the summer. You know, my coworkers are cool. I'm there. I'm making good money. I see the money immediately every single day. I go home. I put the money in the bank, and I forget about it, right? Um, but I think I mentioned this early on this channel. I worked at FedEx in January. Between January and February, I worked at FedEx for a little bit. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it because my boss, he was just this, he was a dickhead. Like, I'm gonna put it blunt. He was a dickhead. He was a dickhead. He was a short guy. He's one of them people who was like, you know, I'm better than everybody else. You know, I know more. I know better. Blah blah blah. X Y Z. And I hated that. And it really kind of opened my eyes. I would say that's my first shitty boss that I've ever had. That's the first like boss that I ever had that I didn't conversate with him like that. I didn't, you know, particularly like the guy. I didn't have a problem with him. As long as he stayed out of my way and I stayed out of his, it would have been fine. But, you know, he kind of, I felt like ever since I got there, you know, you got 90 days to like, you know, kind of prove yourself that you're an asset. And that's another thing too. That was one of those first jobs that I truly felt like I wasn't a person there. I was an asset. I was either an asset or a liability. Which, dude, I get it. You know, you have somebody working for you. You want them to provide value and bring value to your institution. But if you're looking at people as objects that either are robots, to be honest, like give you value or don't give you value, you know, there's a reason why there's a high turnover at those kind of jobs, right? You know, they're overworking you. You know, the pay on paper is good. The pay on paper is good. On paper, it's good. But when you get in there and you're working those hours, you know, it's not great. Kind of going on a tangent, but yeah. So, you know, doing the things that I don't want to do, which maybe what that day I don't feel like recording a TikTok video. Maybe that day I don't feel like recording a YouTube video. Maybe that day I don't feel like editing a YouTube video. Maybe that day I don't feel like posting a YouTube video, you know? But I know that if I do those things and I consistently do those things, eventually it'll lead to the point where I don't have to work for people like that, you know? I'll be my own boss, you know? And I'll have people where I can cultivate relationships with those people and actually be the boss that I wish I had, you know? And I've had good bosses. I've had bosses I can still call them up to this day. My first boss ever, you know? I can still call the guy up to this day, be like, hey man, I'm in town. Can I come in for a job? Or, hey man, the summer's coming up. Can I come in for a job? And he's like, yeah, dude, you know, come on in. We got the clientele. You can come in and work. So yeah, you know, it's just doing the things that you don't want to do in life, bro. It provides so much value for you, and it also gets you out of your comfort zone. You know, even if it's somewhere. I'm a very introverted person. I've worked on it as I've grown to, you know, be more extroverted. But for the most part, if I'm somewhere and I don't know anybody there, dude, I will just straight up just not talk because, there's nothing to talk about. If there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. You know, I don't like forcing a conversation. It feels awkward. It feels nasty. I'm not a big fan of it. But like I said, you know, if you go to those places that you don't want to go to or do things you don't want to do, you know, you might end up liking it. You might end up liking a few things, you know? There's places I've been to that I didn't want to go to. I ended up loving it, you know? There's foods that I've tried that I didn't want to try and I ended up loving it. Dude, I used to always be a proponent of I'm never eating sushi. I'm never eating sushi, you know? Sushi, it's raw fish. I'm never eating that shit. X got me to finally try sushi. It's gas. Sushi's gas. It's amazing. It's good. It's good. But yeah, man, you know, just do the things in life that you don't want to do because you never know what can come of it, you know? You never know where it can lead you or the things you can learn from it. And of course, you know, it makes life so much easier for you if you just do the things that you don't want to do. Life is so much easier when all the things you don't want to do are out of the way. Life is so much easier because then you can actually get to the things that you do want to do. Whether that's just lay in bed all day, you know, relax, go to the gym, play the game, you know, and you don't really have to feel guilty or have this thing over your shoulder of like, damn, you know, man, I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done. Yeah. But yeah, that's today's video. And like I said, yesterday's video is recorded. I'm gonna see if I can get it over to my MacBook, edit it there, and post that up. I'm not gonna lag behind. We're gonna do a 2 for today. So we're gonna do 2 videos today. Get that out of the way. So we're gonna post this one in the next 10 minutes, however long this takes to export and edit and all that stuff, and then throw that one up later. So, you know, as always, love yourself before you love anybody else. Always try to put close over there. Sorry. Always try to cultivate a relationship with God. Anything that you do in life, please put him first. And dude, there's somebody out there that loves you. And if there's not, I love you. But there is somebody out there that loves you. So, it's a beautiful day outside, guys. I really wanted to record outside today, but I couldn't risk that video not transferring because it's still not transferring. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye.